Ciudad Juárez, a border city in northern Mexico, has long been known for its industrial landscape and bustling streets. But behind the economic boom, a darker and more tragic story unfolds, one that has haunted this city for decades. Since the early 1990s, hundreds of women, mostly young factory workers known as maquiladoras, have been brutally murdered in Ciudad Juárez. These women, often leaving behind families, dreams, and hopes for a better life, became victims of an unthinkable crime. The murders have been widely labeled as femicide, a systematic pattern of gender-based violence, and the situation remains unresolved. Despite the tireless efforts of families, advocates, and human rights groups, very few cases have been solved. The victims' bodies have often been discovered in remote areas around the city, discarded like trash. Over time, patterns emerged. Many victims were young, vulnerable women working in factories, living in the shadows of the city's booming economy. What has made the situation even more troubling is the widespread corruption and impunity within local law enforcement and government institutions. Many cases were ignored, mishandled, or actively covered up, making it impossible to find justice for the families of the victims. For years, journalists, activists, and the families of the murdered women have fought to uncover the truth. Despite the dangers and the threats, they continue to demand accountability, bringing international attention to the crisis in Ciudad Juárez. But the victims are not just numbers or forgotten names. Each one was a mother, a daughter, a sister, someone with hopes and dreams for the future. The pain of their loss is still felt by their families and the community. Today, the women of Ciudad Juárez and their families continue to fight for justice. They refuse to let the world forget the lives that were stolen, and they demand an end to the violence that has plagued their city for far too long. As the world watches, the battle for justice continues with the hope that one day, those responsible will be held accountable, and the voices of the murdered women will be heard. In Ciudad Juárez, the struggle for justice is not just a fight for the past, it is a call to ensure that no more women fall victim to the violence that has scarred this city. The fight for their lives is far from over. Justice for Ciudad Juárez women.